So we are at Desert Pets. We are attending an aquatic scaping show basically. And I'm just gonna basically take you guys along for the ride. Hope you just enjoy this video as much as I'm going to enjoy the entire process. We arrived a bit late when they already did the hardscape, the rock placement, the nutrient-based substrate, and the wood choices that have already been made. Now we're at the stage where we're basically plenty. So let me show you how the store actually looks like. It's a freaking bomb. It's completely different from all the other fish shops that are out there. What I love is you have a variety of options. So as you enter the shop, I mean, look at that. Look at that. So you have horses and you have dogs outside. It starts all the way from there, goes all the way there, and that side is where the Aquascape show is being done. So we're gonna enter through here, right? So as you enter right here, it's Jeff. So as you enter right here, you're presented by these two beautiful tanks right there. As you can see, we have a freshwater tank right there, and then we have a saltwater tank right there. Look at that. I think this is a discus. I'm not entirely sure. The reflections are a lot. There we go. It's a beautiful fish, isn't it? Yes, it's quite beautiful. And the scape itself is also amazing. So look at that. We got plants right there. Nice substrate, snails there. Look at the fish. Colorful, beautiful scape. Look at the woodwork. Really amazing, really interesting. Right there, right? And then we have the saltwater tank. The tank looks so deep. The colors are vibrant. The fish just look absolutely amazing and interesting just to watch. You could spend hours and hours just watching the fish. So that's basically the entry, right? So as you enter, you're greeted by these two amazing, beautiful tanks with the Christmas decorations. And then you go all the way this side. And then everything around here is basically cat food, dog food, toys, and all that stuff. So we keep going, and keep going, keep going. And then welcome to, that is where the aquatic show is being held, right there. As you can see, we have an amazing attendance for the first aqua show. That aqua show the Desert Pet has actually hosted. Then we got like the woodwork right there. We got more products right there. This is actually new. This whole stand is actually new. As you can see, we have a wide range of freaking products right there. Amazing. Like the quality of the products that they have is absolutely insane. Look at the food, right? So if your fish actually have this kind of food, you will know. Look at the ponds, the pumps. I'm actually so excited, right? So this is amazing. Then we go here, we have an amazing pond with koi. Look at that. Just look at that. I mean, the whole scenery is just absolutely amazing. All right, so you have that. The shop itself looks amazing. You have a lot of options. Look at the wood pieces. Look at the wood pieces, guys. For you guys who are definitely into aquascaping, I mean, just look at that. I mean, don't mind the noise because we have a lot of fairy pets right here. We've got rabbits as well. Then here we got like chickens, huge ass chickens, and birds and all that stuff. So yeah, so basically this is why we're actually here. We're here for the aquascaping show that's taking place right there. We actually missed quite a lot. As you can see, they had a board right there. They were basically showing people the angles that you should be working on when you're basically doing your scaping and all that. And then that's the tank We're working with moss right here, different types of mosses, and then the lady who is doing all the teaching is right there. I'm not sure of her name. We'll probably ask the name later on. I mean, this is amazing, guys. This is absolutely amazing. I wish you guys were here to be attending this with me. And I wish I also arrived a bit earlier to attend the whole process. I mean, it's absolutely fabulous. It's amazing. So let's get closer. No idea. Oh, that's sand. So we got sand in there.
Yeah, that's sand. It's actually play sand.
Play sand.
Yeah.
So that's actually play sand right there. Never used that before. And in here with nothing.
It's very inert.
Uh-huh.
And this is what we wash this rocks with.
Oh.
Because we have to scrape them off, no?
With the toothbrush.
Yes. So you clean those rocks before you put them in. You clean actually your wood before you put it in. And the sand needs to be also rinsed, and then you put it. What we do is we have this island vision, so this is the island, and then we have the beach in front. Okay.
So you have your island vision and then your beach.
Yes, it's 2 layers. Okay, it's a simple scape. It's not a fancy scape, but it's a simple one for everyone to do. So you have the beach, which is 1 layer, and you have the rocks, which is another layer, and then you have the plants, which is the 3rd layer.
All right, and these basically the nutrient-based soil that you put.
Yeah, this is aqua soil. Is this one? So it's the expensive one. That one is not expensive, but this is a master. It's a master.
Premium stuff.
Yeah. All right. No. Maak ik toe, hè? That's right.
Alright, so yeah, like I said, we missed out on a whole lot. I really wish I would have attended the first part of the aquascaping show, because for me personally, I really do love the hardscape. I find like the hardscape is the most important thing when it comes to scaping, because that's what I started off with. I started off with just rocks and wood. The hardscape, I didn't have plants. I just only recently got into plants. I think just a few months, I think 3 months or so that I'm into plants right now. So I really wish I was there just to see the hardscape. What made them choose the rocks that they have? What made them choose the wood that they have? What made them put the moss on top there? And what made them choose to go with the beach theme? I mean. So yeah, I'm basically giving you guys another voiceover, because when I was at the show, I was basically just paying attention to what was being done and just recording and talking to feel like I'm overriding Sabine, who is the lady who's leading the aquascaping show. So yeah, here and there I'm just gonna be giving you guys a voice over. Hope you don't mind it, hope you enjoy the whole entire process. So now we're basically just giving it, putting some sand in. That's basically it. I've never used play sand, but apparently you can grow plants amazingly with just play sand alone. For me personally, like ever since I got plants, I've just been coming up with my own, basically my own nutrient based substrate. So yeah, so that's the first part of this voiceover with the sand, putting in the sand, and let's see what's next.
Like one on this side. You want to see this side, no? Remember, this is the front part, no? Okay. Okay, so this wood is so pretty. I don't want to tie everything. And then you can leave it hanging. In case you want to take it off, you just take the tweezers and you pull it apart, without damaging the plants. Okay. So now I want to see how it looks like. See how it's at the surface now? If you don't fill up the fish tank and it's still looking out. This plant will become different looking. It will have round leaves and it will grow emergent. If you decide to take off the top and you keep wood outside, as long as the roots are inside the water, it will grow above the water. I have plants like this one growing all over the edges. So I have this trick where I have mesh and I tie the mesh with some sponge so that it keeps the roots wet. Okay, so we spoke about which one? This one and these ones. This one you have to see this and this. How other it looks, no? Okay, this one is Kabombo. And then use half, no? So for this one, I would only use about this much. Remember, it must be about similar height. And then this. So I have only this material. You don't have more.
To be honest with you, it's just amazing how she had everybody just interact with each other, interacting with the Scape, asking each other questions. Hey, what about what kind of moss do you use? Does this ever happen to your tank? This and this and this and that and this. It was just an environment that was just absolutely amazing, where you have everybody who's into aquascaping coming and bonding and learning from each other. That was absolutely amazing. I mean, those made that moss made actually look like it's the same, but it's absolutely different. It's a different type of moss. I think there are two types, if I'm not mistaken. I think there are definitely two types there, and it's just amazing where she's not doing everything alone, because if she did everything alone, it wasn't going to be that interesting. But the fact that people were interacting with this entire Scape just was mind-blowing. It was just absolutely amazing. I'm not gonna stop saying I'm glad that I actually went, because I really am glad that I actually went.
Voel hom, hierdie is baie swaar. Ek sê gelyk.
Lava staan weer.
Ja, lava. Hierdie is van. Okay, is hy skoon? Hy's vuil. Ja, as hy stof maak is fyn. Hy gaan weer settle. Dan sê jy dit net hier af. Of die filter. Maar wat gewoon is, as jy hom afsuig, dan maak jy dit sommer op water change.
Excuse me.
So ek maak nou hierdie toe. Die water is net om te keer dat hy nou nie na voortoe gaan nie, agtertoe gaan nie.
Daai is mooi.
Né? Baie nice soil.
Dit sal mooi lyk met rooi sand.
Ja, jy kan rooi sand sit, maar ons het onthou die tetras hier so binnekant. En die tetras lyk nie mooi met rooi sand nie, né?
Ja,
jy soek daai kontras. Ja. Dan neon tetra, hulle lyk beter met 'n swarter soil en 'n wit soil. Onthou jy soek daai kontras, ja.
As jy nou, ek weet nie wat dit is mooi met die rooi sal pas. Maar soos die rooi in die middel, soos die eerste laag is nou die aquascape en die tweede een is die wit sand met die hout in die middel.
Alright, so basically what's happening right here, as you can clearly see, we actually have lava rock that we're putting to basically cap the nutrient-based substrate, so the planting is easy, and also just for some height when we're also going to be planting the plants that we're going to be putting in as well. You don't want to directly put your plants into like into the nutrient-based substrate for some reason. I don't know, please correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, we're basically capping the nutrient-based substrate, the premium nutrient-based substrate. So yeah, let's see what's next.
Maar ek wil graag julle inspireer om dit ook te doen. En onthou wat ek gesê het, nie 2 nie, altyd uneven numbers, né? Dan moet ek net kyk hierso, waar ek nog 'n plekkie kan kry.
How many liters is this?
I think it's 85.
Yeah,
85.
85 on the glass.
Okay, now it's the focus. As ons sien, hierdie goed kom nie. Ek sien water. Kan ook water sit. Ja, né? Okay, I think this is 2 plants, this is 1. There's 1 missing.
Also need somebody to
Kan julle
pull
sien dis
the-
ervaring, né? As julle sien hierdie,
Ja.
né? Turn, né? Die maak so nie die blaadjies, né? So you can wedge this in. This is mos nou the focal point, né? You can wedge it in, or we can tie it. I think what we should do is we should tie it. Hoe lyk dit? Reg? Of sit ons dit saam? Want onthou is 1 of 3 of 5 of 7. So dit lyk ook mooi,
Ja,
die focal
is
point.
mooier, ja.
want daai kan oop bly, né?
Wait. Try dropping it a bit.
Gooi je vast op die dak.
Like, no, in the back.
So I think
Remember the back is full with plants, né?
Not towards the back so much.
So, like here. See, the focus point is there. It can all be open. Oh, like,
What about here?
The plek,
no, there's Anubias coming.
Oh, these are Anubias.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So my idea is to put it here,
Alright.
like there.
Try it somewhere there. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys? The way that you are able to interact with the tank is just absolutely amazing. I made a suggestion, but my suggestion didn't work because of the idea that she had and the plans that she had in mind that were going in. But it felt fun making a suggestion. That is absolutely amazing. If they have another aquascaping show, I definitely recommend you guys attend.
Beetje lang. Ja.
So, as you can see, we are trying to tie a fin. If I'm not mistaken, it must be a fin. Right? Just correct me if I'm wrong. The names of the plants, fish, just have not just sunk into me. So just correct me if I'm wrong. But we're trying to tie. She's trying to tie a fin on one of the branches of the wood pieces that they chose as like the main focus, if I'm not mistaken, because it's basically definitely at the center. Like you can see that. Woo, this tank looks absolutely amazing. I wonder how it's gonna look like when it starts, when it gets filled up. So as I'm doing this voiceover and I'm recording, like I'm editing a video, so I'm basically like watching and I'm just like, okay, let me see what's gonna happen next. So I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next once we fill it up and there's water and the plants, the stem plants are standing. It's gonna be beautiful.
Wat die Emme? Ich habe nämlich so zu Hause so ein Ding, was du schmeißt. So einen Eimer mit so einer spitzen Nase und dann kannst du moin heuen. Hätte ich das noch mitgebracht. Was moet ik baie stadig gooien? Ik heb hierdie klein... Ja, klein. Gewoonlijk dat jullie net weet, ek gooi nooit nutrients in die eerste keer wat ek het aansit. Eers na 'n week of 2.
So here's basically us trying to figure out how to get water into the tank the quickest way possible. Fastest way that you can think of. I know most of you at home probably use buckets, bottles to like to fill up the hard way, the slowest way possible. I also use, like, if you watched the last video, you know for sure how I use what I do to actually fill my tank. So here we tried a couple of things, they didn't work. So now we're basically going to the old school way, the way that everybody at home most likely has definitely filled your tank. You'll most likely fill your tank this way. So this is what we're doing. We tried to do it fast, it didn't work. So now this is what we're going to be doing, filling it up. I mean, you should definitely get excited, because at this point right here, you don't know what's going to happen. Your wood might float, your plants might, whatever. Something might go wrong when you fill your tank, right? So we're filling it up, everybody's excited because we have scaped this. And the way to see how your scape looks like is when you have filled it up with water. So now let's see. I mean, you can see how clean the sand is. That's why she was saying earlier, clean your sand before you put it in your tank, because things like this actually help you when you are filling it up with water. If you have a slow tank, if your process of filling it up is slow, when you have a clean sand, I mean, the way it was being filled was just absolutely amazing, because I never had clean sand like this. You know, like for me, when I move around my sand, I know for sure, for a fact, it's going to mess up. It's going to mess up the water. But this is absolutely amazing. The way they just pouring the water directly in with no care. The way I do it is like slowly. I use a sponge or paper or whatever just to get the water to go in slowly, so that it doesn't move the sand or the substrate, so that it doesn't get dirty at all. But this is absolutely amazing. I mean, the benefits of washing your sand is absolutely amazing. That's why attending things like this, gatherings like this, just takes the whole aquascaping hobby to a whole different level. I met guys who just also recently started with a tank, and I started like a year ago. So like, I mean, not a year ago, I basically, for me, this is now a year. It's been a year and 2 months now, right? So it's amazing learning and getting to see how other people do it, to see what you yourself can actually do better and all that. So let's see thing get filled up.
Can you see that there's air in the soil? It's going to start floating. Okay, so what we need to do is anchor it again. If it does float, you might want to anchor it with cable ties. Okay.
So ein kleiner Stein auch.
I'm going to have to pull it up for now. Hold this. Checking the box. Why is this happening? It's not saturated. This is like, yes. This is why we have to keep it in the for a very long time. But obviously we didn't have that luxury now. We have to replant again, so that will happen. Yeah. What? That
der anderen Seite muss auch noch. Ja, auf der anderen Seite auch nochmal.
Does it just still floating?
Von hinten.
Ja, aber die Pflanzen müssen doch da rein. I like this one more. Okay, I didn't think of that now, but it's logic, no?
Jetzt kommt das andere auch immer hoch.
Okay, now you get me that other rock again. Okay, hold it. Okay, what we will have to do is remove these rocks.
Once it's settled.
Once it's settled. Okay, one more rock, I think.
There's another one. Yeah, the box.
Okay, now I have to get the composition of it. Das macht.
I mean, who of you has had this happen to? I mean, I'm one of those guys. I'm raising my hand right now because you scape your tank beautifully. You're so proud of the work that you've done. You feel so proud, and
Yes.
this just happens.
It looks like
Boom.
pure white one.
Wood floats, and as if you're looking at the tank, right, you can see that some of the plants have actually floated as well. So it's not just the wood. The wood has taken the plants with it. This is like if you're like a first timer, or like, you know, you're someone who doesn't know how to handle like unexpected things, this might tick you off. I am actually impressed how Sabine actually handled this. She was so calm about it. She was, you know, and this is actually the fun thing about this hobby, like things like this. So that the next time that you're gonna be scaping, you know that, oh, you know what? Let me test my wood out first before I put it into the tank. Like the wood that I have in my mini pond, right? I know it's still floating till this day. I scaped that pond beautifully, and I didn't expect that the wood that I have is that kind of wood that you need to. It's not that heavy, so like you either need to anchor it with wood, or you just need to use glue, right? These are things that if you're a first timer and you're not around a community and you just haven't tried aquascaping and things like this, if you this is amazing. This is really amazing. The scape was beautiful. Like, it was really, really beautiful. Like, absolutely beautiful. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly show you a picture of what it looked like before it floated. Before the wood floated, I'm gonna show you a picture of what it actually looked like, because it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was amazing. The escape was nailed. I mean, Sabine knows what she's doing. She absolutely knows what she's doing, and this doesn't phase her. She's taking out the plants so that she can rescape. And you see, look at the mess. Look at all the other dead leaves that went off the stems and stuff that are floating in the water. That would stress you out. That would just tick you off. Ah! Why is this happening? Like, but it's part of the hobby. Not everything goes the way you planned it, but you deal with it. You know, have fun while you're doing it. The moment you have fun while you're doing things like this, and when things like this happen, you're not gonna get ticked off. You'll find that that when you try and fix the problem, that the scape even becomes even more beautiful. So yeah, this is absolutely amazing. Let me quickly show you the picture. Oof, unfortunately, I don't actually have a picture of what the tank looked like, but it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It really was beautiful. You escape the tank, it's absolutely beautiful, and then boom, wood floats, plants are taken out from where you planted them strategically, artistically, and then boom, this happens. But I really love and respect the way she handled this. This is what a true hobbyist does. They don't get mad, they don't cry and start throwing things around. No, they laugh it off. Or in Sabine's case, she was like, she handled it like a pro, and like she probably was expecting something like this, or it just didn't phase her. It's someone starts shooting bullets and someone who has been in the military before doesn't get faced by it, they're just like, what the hell's going on? And they like already plan on what to do next. It's the way she handled it. It's absolutely amazing and impressive. This was really impressive. And you can actually learn a lot. Like, okay, test my wood before I actually put it in. This and this and that, you know? It's amazing.
I just need one night where it just feels right. The stars all align. We do what we like. I just need one night where it just feels right. The stars all align. I just need one night. I just need one night where it just feels right. The stars all align. We do what we like. I just need one night where it just feels right. The stars all align. I just need one night. I just need.
What type of plant is that?
Sorry?
The plant, what's the name?
This one, I don't know the name as such.
But you don't
But
need it to
I think it's a hydrocutil or something it's called.
but you don't need to place it in the sand.
No, I do. Because it has sand. I feel the sand actually.
Oh.
Before I put it in. But I don't want to close off my focal point, so it is a very nice plant that fills in the space. But it needs soil. Yes.
Dus ik kan op z'n hierdie.
Yeah, it is underwater art. Absolutely. But then you have to understand also everything has to have its space. Now this is the point.
Gerade fertig.
Come here. This is the thing with this wood. I've never worked with this wood.
Ja, nicht so weit runter, dann sind die ganzen Pflanzen raus.
Muss ich da wieder pflanzen? Okay, put in. Wedge in. Later on when it's soaked, you can take out.
Dan zal ik, ja.
Yeah. Okay.
Die machen die Kiel. Ja, vorne noch
Da musst du mal rein wedgen.
It happened again. It happened again. Right when we were replanting the plants, the wood floated again. But we handled it like professionals. We did not waver. We just continued and tried to figure out the best way to handle this wood so that we can continue scaping. Oh, this is amazing.
So guys, that's basically just to show you that not everything goes as planned, but you just keep on pressing on until you find that sweet spot and you keep to it. So now what we're gonna do is we got zip ties right there, and we're gonna take a rock, tie the wood to a rock, and then put it back in and replant the plants and see how it goes. But so far it really looks great, and I just can't wait to see the finishing touch on this entire scape. It's an interesting process as well, so that's what we're doing right now.
Okay, I need a rock, that rock. Okay, Buddha?
Feels like you're in art class.
It's the underwater art. And it's a problem solving. Okay. So now we're making it top heavy, now? Making it heavy now.
What do you usually do for your wood?
I don't need this because my wood is always super heavy. So I've never
Oh.
experienced this, but I do know about it.
But what about glue?
Yes, you can use glue, but glue is not that very lasting, and we don't see this, and plastic is still inert. I'm wanting to finish now. The glue, it might have to stay to dry.
Look at the way the wood looks. Absolutely amazing. Just look at that.
Is das nur noch einer? Ja, ik kan niet verstaan mee. Ik kan niet verstaan.
So we're basically gonna rescape, not rescape, but replant. No, put the wood back in, and then replant. Then after that, we put in the fish, and then, woo, we're good to go. For me, I mean, I've never really seen these kind of plants in person. I've always seen them like in pictures in the WhatsApp groups. Just look at them. They're absolutely amazing. Just look at them. I actually did have crypts, but they died, and I never really got any other plants as well. So what I have right now is hornworts and the val. Those are the val is the only plant that I have that's in here. And this is just inspiring, just to see what you can actually do for your next scape as well. So you have that. So basically you have like a whole lot of different things that you can basically do for your own tank. Look at the what type of rocks are you in? Rocks. Dragon.
I don't know what the rock's name. I think the name was Ragnar.
So we have like Ragnaroks in here. The shapes are just absolutely amazing. Just look at that. You can do so many different things with this type of rocks. Like, oh, I just feel so pumped. I feel like I'm so inspired.
Next one.
They're done with the first one, right there. It's going in. It's going in. Boom. There's no way it's gonna float now. Look at that wood piece. Isn't that absolutely amazing? That is absolutely amazing. Especially if you have a small tank like this, the scapes that you can come up with are just infinite. Can't wait for you guys to see the end results of this. It's gonna be so freaking awesome. And then we got like moss that was tied around the top branches. This tank's looking all green. Then we got like a bitch, clear bitch. You know what would be nice is like you add scatter gravel, just like towards the edges here, just there, close to the Ragnarok. That's the coolest name for rock. So you add a bit of scatter gravel around there, and then if you add pebbles, you add pebbles right there, small pebbles with the scatter rock. It's just gonna be absolutely amazing. So they added scatter gravel. I think it's crushed dragon stone, if I'm not mistaken. No, not entirely sure. Or lava rock, probably. Let's see. So this is basically the soil, lava rock. So it's crushed lava rock at the back there just to give it height. So once you have given the once you have given the plants height, it's easier for like plant maintenance and also planting as well. So you don't have to go all the way down to like your plants. Just there's a bit of height there. It gives an elevation to the plants as well, for the other stem plants, probably stem plants. Absolutely amazing. I wish you guys were here in person to actually see this thing go down. Absolutely amazing.
Okay, we're almost done.
By the way, your name is?
Sabina.
What?
Sabina.
Sabina.
Yes.
Oh, you're the one on the WhatsApp group who was so excited about like, oh.
Yeah.
Wow. This is absolutely amazing. I'm glad I came.
Where do you come from?
Like where do I stay, or as in
Yeah, where do you stay?
Windhoek West?
West? Eh?
Windhoek West.
Oh, Windhoek West.
Yeah. Amazing.
Geht das so mit was?
Let's try super glue and water. Works very nice.
It's not being tied.
No, doesn't want to tie. So
Do you have like an accelerator? Like once you put the glue.
okay. You just want to break it off later on. Right now. First tissue paper.
Super glue.
Okay. Pass auf Finger. Super glue and water works very well, eh? Because it is like a
Is this like super glue or like aquatic for like for
no, super glue.
Really?
All of them is almost the same.
So like you
It's a
can use
natural material. It gets really hard when it comes in contact with water. Hold it and you'll see it's very, very, very tight already.
so can
Let
you
me do the other side once.
so can you use like any super glue or just a
You can use
specific one?
any super glue. Doesn't matter.
Did you hear that, guys? So you can actually use super glue for your plants or your hardscape. Check that out.
Hä? Ja, weil das Ding floatet und das wird nicht festgemacht. Aber jetzt mache ich Super Glue. Eigentlich habe ich Super Glue mitgebracht. Super Glue ist immer gut. Okay, other side. Now we're wedging it in between. Pass auf, nicht kein Super Glue auf die Hand kriegen. You can cover this with soil when you don't see it. Now imagine this is paper. It gets super, super hard, no? In seconds. And you can put it in the water. You need that water? You can put it in the water and it gets even faster. It has a reaction with water.
That is awesome. That's an interesting trick.
Okay, and then so I hide it. Don't touch it. You're gonna get all super glued. You can throw off the excess just now. Okay, turn it around. Pass auf deine Finger. Don't touch it. Normally I work with gloves with doing stuff like this.
These wood pieces are interesting.
Very, but they're floating and I never work with floating stuff.
What kind of tank do you have? Like how many liters?
15.
50.
15.
15 tanks.
Yeah.
Wow.
All sizes.
All sizes. Like how do you manage like maintenance to keep up with?
Well, it takes me about a day to do all of them in one. Okay, I think we're ready.
Check that out. Boom.
Just help you.
All right. You can still come this side.
like this. I'm going to move it a bit more, yeah. But it's even with the rocks, can you believe it's still floating? It is so buoyant. Now I have to be very careful not to break off the rocks. And now I'm just going to replant quickly. Which should be now faster because I'm in practice now. Okay, are we ready?
Definitely.
Now
Master.
hopefully it's going to stay.
Master class.
Last one. Nee gedaan. Maak maar 2 nulle of 3 nulle by. Jy het gesê jy het nie geld nie. Okay, I'm trying to put now the stuff together. Like I think the silver stuff. Nie vandaag.
I love how you kept a cool head even though it got messed up twice.
I don't mind. It makes it more interesting.
More fun. And that's what actually happens with a lot of people.
Yeah. You see, the thing is, I have experience with the stuff that I use all the time, but it's always good to get more experience. I'm also learning. And then I have to just keep my design because I have to remember where the plants were.
This is amazing.
So these plants are nice. Still very buoyant. So what does it teach us? That we have to first test the wood now.
Just do it, definitely. Oh, that plant is beautiful. Is it like in the family of hornworts?
Sorry?
This one.
Hornworts? No.
This one that's like
No. It's the kabomba. It's completely different.
completely.
A hornwort is a hornwort. And this one is a stem plant. Well, the other one is a floating plant.
Hornworts are float. So you don't have to plant them in the.
If you want to, you can, but it doesn't really grow well. It likes to float. It wants to be close to the surface. See, now I'm faster because I know what my ideas are. Before I was experimenting. Now I know already what I want. Sometimes they cut these plants leaf off completely, nah? Like this one, just a little bit of root, and sometimes they cut the leaves off and then they let them grow again. But I like still some ethic because of ethics.
So like they remove the leaves and
Completely,
just leave the roots.
Yeah, because it grows better. Some of the plants stress too much.
Then black, I'm like, oh my god.
I don't see look at it.
As the light went on, you could actually hear the excitement in the background. Like it actually came out better, great, beautiful. amazing. For wood that had like floated twice, it was actually, it came out amazing. It really did. It was absolutely amazing. That we were not expecting the wood to float. We did not expect that. Like we tried to anchor it, but it still like floated. It took us a while. Planting your plants takes a while. Like it really does, because you want to see where the red plants go, where the green plants go. Maybe you want to mix the red and the green together, and all these things. No, maybe this one will go here, maybe this one will go there. It's absolutely amazing. It is absolutely amazing what you can do, or how your tank can look like with plants. It really came out amazing. Wow. Job well done, Sabina. It was absolutely amazing. Amazing.
Wat ek graag wil doen is 10 neons en dan 2 van daai klein brusselbossies, die brusselbossie, daai lekkos, wat nie groot raak nie. Want jy kan nie een dan, jy kan nie groot precies
Aquascape dan, aquascape ook. Zoals kamertjes.
Maar, hulle raak ook groot, hè?
Ja, hulle raak groot.
Maar as jy nie begin is nie, is het fijn. Ek heb die kleintjies daar, wat ek sien, die auto kan ek ook schoonmaak.
Die dat bak zo lekker. Wanneer is het? Zo. Arm. Je kunt bakken, maar wanneer is het nog niet versneld? Een beetje
Ek het nog nie hierdie verduidelik nie. Ek wil net gewoon vir julle verduidelik. Kykies, né? Ja. Watertoetse. Ek haat hierdie goed wat jy so druppel moet sit, né? Ja. So TDC is total dissolved solids. Alles wat electrical is easy.
Can I quickly take a video of pump working?
Maar wat nice is, jy sien hierdie mooi plante, hulle lyk mooi, hoor. Kijk, hier is nou 7,
Thanks, man.
7 is nou pH, né? Temperatuur is 23, hierdie ene is EC, sorry, né? En dit is nou, hierdie moet 120 wees, né? En hierdie pH moet so om die 7, 6 of 8 wees, maar 8 is te veel, né?
8 is wel.
Ja, en dan 27 en 28, so hulle verskil bietjie met temperatuur, maar ppm is parts per million, né? Die seewater is, wat is seewater? 32!
Wat is dat?
32!
Yes.
Nee, ja. Opgepas? Salinity. 33 of 32, né?
Ja.
Oké, kom ons kyk wat sê die pH.
My pH test iets is so, laat ek wat verander.
Dit is so 8, ja, 7.7. Kom ons kyk gou vir hierdie ene. Total dissolved solids, ppm is meer belangrik, né? Hierdie ene moet so nie meer as 120 wees nie. Maar is jou visies gewoond vir daai water?
Gaan oor die plante bekoeling, so as baie pH daarin.
Okay, so basically as jy dit nou vir jou huis maak, dan doen jy dit 120 en dan hou jy by dit, né?
Can we kind of get an English version?
Okay, so if you do total dissolved solids, né? This is now ppm. Total dissolved solids is all the minerals in the water.
Yeah.
So it should not be more than 120. Mine is about 100 or 80 or sometimes even a 50, né? So if you put in fish that are used to it, it's fine. This is almost tap water, né? What we drink. That's why it's almost 8. pH is almost 8, né? It's a bit high. But if the fish are used to it, it's fine. And I always keep it wet, né? I also have my calibration test if I see it's completely out, né?
Daai stokkies is so onakkuraat. Ek het al kraanwater gevat en
It's very hot, very high. But it's not tragic, nah? This is not tragic. If it would have been like close to 8.5, I would not put any fish in it. No. But it's 7.6. It's jumping a bit. No. Because I calibrated it on my water, and my water is way softer. No.
When it's soft, it's like it.
So 7.7 is what it is. Soft. Look, you adjust it to your fish tank water. I have reverse osmosis.
Oh, okay.
And then I remineralize my water. So I like using my water because I know I take everything out and I put everything artificial with. If you have somebody else's water, you don't know what you get. We have to, this is obviously the macro and the micro you don't add now, later. This one was, I just borrowed this, you have to put this back. And now, water conditioner. Water conditioner. I never need it because I'll reverse osmosis, so I never water condition, but you guys stay here in town, you have to.
That's
So 10 mil, I would say make it a little bit less because it's 85. And you can use this opening here on the top.
What brand is that?
Aquaforest.
And then we use the bacteria. We did add bacteria. Where is it?
I said quick start.
Yes, but we did add bacteria because we used water from other tanks, but just as a demonstration and also to make sure we add this now too. No?
So the conditioner, what is the purpose of it?
It's bacteria. Oh, the conditioner is to get the chlorine out and all the heavy metals and stuff like that. And this one is bacteria. To balance it, okay? But we did have bacteria before because we used fish water from tanks.
Yeah.
So we did the natural and the artificial one.
And like the measurements of the tank, the instructions are on the back.
Okay.
So is it like the same amount for every tank or like the amount that you put in?
No. I think there's a description on it. You have to, obviously the bigger the tank, the more you have to put in.
85 inch tank, so we're going to do about 7.5 mil.
7.5 mil.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we also do is normally we let it run for 10 days to 2 weeks. But because we have the natural water in it, we can get the fish in earlier. And because they use the same water, it's fine. But we also want to demonstrate the fish in it. That's why we're adding it. The only thing missing is a few pebbles on the bottom. But I think those extra little soil particles are making up for it. And then we're going to tidy up and then we can take a nice picture. Okay, what did you just going to clean up it. Don't put more than 10 fish in here. Nah? Reason is you don't want to stress them out too much with ammoniac spikes. Nah? Normally it's a centimeter, 1 centimeter is 1 liter for fish. So we're putting in now already too many fish in. Nah? But because we are knowing what we're doing, so the person that's getting this fish needs to do water changes. Nah?
Another question.
Yeah.
You said we don't know to put more than 10 fish, but is it like 10 only, or like you can over time
the calculation is 1 centimeter of fish, 1 liter. Nah?
Oh.
So I would say do half of it.
For the startup.
Yes.
For the startup.
You can, as soon as the tank starts to mature, you can then start to add 1 centimeter of fish per liter of water.
Okay.
So you always also check your fish, the total growth of your fish. So if you buy the fish on 2 centimeters, and it grows up until 5, you work on the 5 centimeters.
Okay.
So you work on the full grown size of the fish.
But then if it's like guppies, then you can just like put it in the...
Guppies are very messy fish. You cannot put that many. People are putting way too many fish in one tank. Guppies are messy.
But also guppies are more hardy. So that's why people make it work.
Yeah, it's true, but they are very messy when you test the water. I mean, you use less fish to get the tank than neons. Neons don't eat as much as guppies. Guppies can just eat and poop.
So 1 centimeter for 1 liter.
Normally, yeah.
Okay.
So if you have a centimeter, so 2 centimeters, no? So you could put in. Ja, het is nog klaar.
Achter is nog een buik, maar zo die onder die fronten.
Getting all the stuff that's loose off. Because I don't want to do it when the fish are in, because they're stressed too much, no?
They're already scared and stuff in here.
You don't need to add anything here, except if you want sometimes activated charcoal, no? Moet je veel activated charcoal gebruiken niet, no? Because that takes everything out of the water, no? The plants need that stuff as well.
So you just leave it like that.
You can leave it like that, but this is only mechanical filtration. You need to add a biological filtration as well. So there's 3 different types of filtration. Biological filtration, chemical filtration, and mechanical filtration.
So chemical is like
Chemical would be like, activated charcoal.
activated
Water
charcoal.
conditioner. That stuff, Amgard, that's all chemical. Yeah. It's not a filtration, but it balances it out. It breaks it down.
Also there are 2 types, chemical and
3 types.
3 types.
Mechanical,
Mechanical,
chemical, and biological. Biological is you have a filter, you can put here a sponge like there is now, but because the sponge is a bit too rough, I think this is more mechanical.
Okay.
But you need biological. Biological is, soil is also biological, no? It's also a filter in a way.
Oh.
But it's not enough. Yeah.
So you need all 3.
You need all 3.
All 3.
Yeah. Most important is biological filtration. These will sag on the top and then you can just take them off as it goes. No?
The stronger your biological filtration is, the more stronger your tank is also against ammonia spicing.
Yeah.
Because your nitrifying bacteria breaks down in ammonia.
Oh.
Yes.
You need this. Now, if I can explain to you quickly, I'll just explain to you. I feel like a teacher now.
I mean this stuff is actually very important to learn, like.
It's very important. Okay, so if you have a filter,
Yeah.
now, and you have water going through here, okay. And then there's often here's like something that is like open,
Yeah.
a bit of space. Okay, so then you have chambers. No? It doesn't matter where you put what, but I like to first do the mechanical, no?
Mechanical.
No? Then you do the mechanical, and then it's the chemical, which is the charcoal. But you only do that sometimes, no?
Or is it charcoal and media, like the media as well?
Yeah, you can buy it. Biological. Okay, so this one is the most important. So the water goes through here. First of all the debris gets caught here. So this one you can clean and whatever, but it doesn't really matter. And then you get the charcoal that takes up all the ammoniac and stuff. That also needs to be replaced often. And this one, you never wash too much because you otherwise wash all your biological bacteria.
Okay.
Yeah. So you need all 3.
All 3.
But this one you need especially when you have sick animals and you gave medicine. So then you do this one, or if you have a high population of fish
Okay.
and the biological cannot deal with it.
So like the charcoal is the same as those ones in there, right?
Can't see what you're showing me.
Like those. How do I?
No, it's charcoal. It's burnt.
Burnt charcoal, like real
but
burnt
it's
charcoal.
activated charcoal. It's got holes in it, and it has this activation that draws in all stuff, chemicals out of the water, ammoniac, but it will also take out nutrients. So it's not good if you have too many plants. And
Wow, I've never seen that. I would love to see that.
Google it. Okay, nou wat gaan we hier?
Dis 'n koelie load byt see.
Sorry man.
Ja.
Pois o mensen nog nooit misgegaan.
Jy was so goed.
Wat ek kom maar weer sit en net dan gooi ek al die visse in die net veel water en dan lekker sit en dan gaan dit af van 'n ander tank.
It's obviously going to be nicer if you have shrimps, snails, and all the illegal stuff, nah?
Nooit die tannie.
That's what you know. Wat 'n bietjie water. Kijk, daarom meer as die afspraak.
And just like that, we just put in the fish. I mean, you can't have an aquascape tank without the fish. You can't even call it a tank if the fish are not in it, right? I mean, your tank you may scape, no matter how great you scape your tank. If the fish, if there's no fish in it, it just isn't a tank. You get what I'm saying, right? I mean, the fish is what makes the tank lively. I mean, this was really amazing because of the struggles that happened. I mean, the wood floating and having to replant twice, you know, it's absolutely amazing. Those are neon tetras. It's my first time actually seeing them in person. I've only seen them in YouTube videos and on the community groups of people actually selling them, but just the feeling is just absolutely amazing. You just can't explain some things in life, like, you know, when you really are, like, for example, you're in love with someone, you just can't explain or put that into words. It's the same feeling as this. It's just absolutely amazing. I'm glad everything turned out well. It's absolutely beautiful. This tank is actually being auctioned off, so yeah, someone might actually get this tank for apparently the total price of this is 11,000, but the bid is starting at 5,000 or 4,000. I'm not entirely sure. It's amazing. It really is amazing. You can actually, I can't wait to see. I don't know, I don't think we're gonna see who's gonna own it, but this is basically it. Look at that. Now I'm here trying to focus on the tetra. It's amazing. So now I'm just gonna cue some music and see these beautiful fish.
Alright, so just like that, the aquascaping show is done. It was amazing. And let me show you something that I got. Alright. So Sabine, who was taking lead on the aquascaping show, just gave me some plants. So we're definitely gonna be adding some new plants here. Guys, I highly recommend that you definitely pass through Desert Pets. It's definitely an amazing place with a lot of fish. Like, they are just stocked up right now. So if you are quick about it, you might definitely get yourself a fish or something for your tank or even plants. So stay tuned. I will definitely see you guys in the next one. That's all from Namib. Aquascapes. And stay creative, stay aquatic, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I'm feeling so hollow. Don't you know? And don't you know? I'm living in shadow. Don't you know? And don't you know? I fell for fool's gold. I fell for fool's gold. What did I know? What did I know? I fell for fool's gold. I fell for fool's gold. What did I know? What did all for love. Yes, I did it all for love. Oh, they say fools believe in it, so I guess I'm one of them. Don't you know I fell for fool's gold, I fell for fool's gold. What?